Even if Iran's missiles and military power were to run out, a bigger question remains: what happens after that? If a guerrilla war starts, the conflict could continue for many years, even if the United States helps change the government in Iran. It does not mean the country will become stable quickly. History shows this clearly in the Vietnam War, in the War of Afghanistan, and the Iraq War. Fighting lasted for a long time. Guerrilla wars were usually slow, difficult, and can create problems for many years. At the same time, new tensions are rising in the Middle East. Shipping through the Strait of Hormuz has slowed down after recent military tension involving the United States, Israel, and Iran. This area is very important because a large amount of the world's oil and gas passes through it. Money shipping companies are being careful because of safety concerns. Iran's officials have warned that ships in the area could face risk including possible attacks from missiles or drones. Because of this, oil and gas prices are going up. Some countries in the Gulf are also adjusting how much energy they produce. The United States and its allies, including France, are talking about ways to protect ships, such as using naval escorts. However, no final decision has been made yet. This situation is not new. The Strait of Hormuz has also been a sensitive area when tension rise there. Oil prices usually increase because people worry about supply problems. In the past, price often went back down after the situation became calm again. Experts are now watching closely. If tension decreases, things could return to normal soon. But if problem continues, energy prices could stay high and may even affect the global economy. Right now, government and companies are watching the situation and hoping for a peaceful solution. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the most important routes for global energy. What happens next in this region could affect oil prices, trade, and economics around the world. The next 5 days will be very important as the situation continues to develop. Even small problems in the Strait of Hormuz can affect the whole world. Countries that need oil and gas from this region could see prices go up. This could make energy more expensive for families and businesses. Shipping companies are being careful, changing routes and schedules to avoid danger. Diplomats from different countries are talking to prevent the situation from getting worse. Any military action could attract global attention and affect all oil markets quickly. People living near the Persian Gulf are also watching closely as tension could impact daily life in ports and coastal cities. Exports saw the next 5 days are very important. Claim and carefully diplomacy, along with monitoring by international organizations, may help reduce the risk. Until then, the world is keeping a close eyes on the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most routes for oil, gas, and global trades. Tension between Iran and the United States are still high in the Middle East. The situation began after joint USA and Israel strikes on Iran, and Iran has been firing missiles and drones in response. Iran's forces have also used means and warning to disrupt shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, a key route for world oil supplies. Iran's leadership has said the strait is open to most countries but restricted for the USA and Israel, chasing extra essentially in global trade. Some tankers are now starting to pass through again, but traffic is far below normal levels. In the United States, President Donald Trump is calling for international support to protect shipping, but some allies are hesitant to join. The Israeli military saw it has launched multiple waves of strikes on Tehran, Iran, and Beirut, Lebanon. According to the Israeli Defense Force, the strikes targeted Irani's government infrastructures in Tehran. At the same time, any other wave of attacks focused on Hezbollah factories in Beirut. In a related development, the USA embassy in Baghdad was hit by a series of drones and rockets early Tuesday. Iraqi security officials reported 3 drones and 4 rockets, with at least on drones crashing inside the embassy. Witness saw black smoke rising from the compound, and air defense systems were activated to intercept other drones. Security officials saw this was the most intense attack on the embassy since the recent waves of assaults began, involving at least 5 drones. The situation is evolving rapidly. Government and analysts around the world are watching closely, as these events could have major implications for Middle East stability and global security. Diplomatic talks, countries like the United States, France, and others are engaging in discussions with Iran, Israel, and regional partners to find a peaceful solution. Call for claim the United Nations and other international organizations are urging all sides to stop attacks and focus on dialogues. Monitoring security, government are increasing surveillance and protection for key areas like the Strait of Hormuz, embassies, and cities to avoid accidental escalations. Meditations efforts, natural countries are offering to mediate talks better when confronting parties to reduce misunderstandings and promote compromises. This video on Reality Scope News channel is meant only to inform viewers about current events. It is for educational and news purpose and does not promote violence and target any country. All information is based on reliable sources. This video follows YouTube policies and is safe for viewers. Thanks for watching.